Welcome to Monmouth Live, the Today Show. I'm your host, Dulcie Sullivan. My guest today is Alec Dutko, the starting QB for the Monmouth Fighting Scots football team. He is here today to talk a little bit about life as a football player here at Monmouth. So, Alec, what made you decide to pick Monmouth to further your career with playing football?
The biggest thing that made me decide to come to Monmouth really was the tradition here at Monmouth. Just the fact that we have like a winning history and stuff like that just really was appealing. Also, like it's only about 2 hours from home, which was really big for me because I was like, home life is really important to me. So just the geography and like how close it is to my home is another big thing.
And how long have you been going to this college?
I started here second semester of last year, so this will actually be only my second semester, so about a year now.
Okay. And what do you believe is your best talent that you bring to the Fighting Scots football team?
I would just say, being a sophomore, I guess I'll start in high school. Leadership was probably my biggest thing in high school, and just being a sophomore hasn't really come out as much yet, but I'm doing my best with being the quarterback. You kind of have to have that leadership. But I would just say my heart and leadership is kind of a big thing that hopefully will be up and coming as we go forward.
For sure. How do you feel about the season so far, and what are you looking forward to accomplishing just these next two games that you have?
Thus far this season, we're 6-2 right now, so that's definitely positive from last year since we went 5-5 or 7-2 or whatever. But yeah, so far this season, it's definitely been an increase since we've been 10-10 the last 2 years, 5-5 both years. So that's a positive. The last two games, definitely looking forward. Knox is definitely a big game for us. It's got a lot of history behind it. Coach Bell's been saying this lately, like we haven't lost in the last 15 years. So definitely that's coming up. And, we still have the outside shot of going to the conference championship game. So that's definitely still, I know all the guys are still kind of thinking about it, but we're still kind of just focusing on what we can do with ours, and that's beating Knox this week. And then, whatever happens the next week after that, kind of just it's out of our hands, but, we'll see what happens after that.
So does Knox and Monmouth have a really big rivalry? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Bell was saying when he got here 15 years ago, the rivalry was 50 wins to us, 50 wins to Knox, and 10 ties. And since then, we've won the last 15 games. So it's definitely been like one of the longest rivalries, I think, and definitely a lot of NCAA schools and stuff like that.
So this game is a big one for the whole entire season?
Yeah, definitely means a lot to all of us. And a lot of the, this is the game that a lot of the alumni come back to see and stuff. So, we're definitely, we're pretty pumped about that. So definitely going to go out and do our best to get a win. So.
Yep. What do you think is the best thing about Monmouth College football overall?
I think that goes back to the first question, just the tradition here. I think that's why a lot of guys come here is because we know that we have a winning tradition. Know that the guys that come here want to be winners. They're not losers here. So I think that's definitely probably the biggest thing that I would say, just the winning attitude, winning tradition, and stuff like that.
So you said you transferred here last year. Did you play football at your old school?
Yeah, I did play. I played football. It was Briarcliff University in Sioux City, Iowa. I played football there. It was actually like 8 hours away, and like I said before, just kind of the home life is pretty important to me. So getting closer, about 2 hours from home here at Monmouth, was definitely a big change to about 8 hours at my old school.
So if you had to tell us a difference about like a big change between coming from playing football in high school and football in college, were there like a lot of major changes?
That's I would say the biggest change really is the time commitment. Because I didn't only play football in high school, I also played basketball and baseball. And here at Monmouth, it's kind of like a year-round thing. And I know some big high schools were like that. My high school was really, really small, like a 1A high school. So definitely the time commitment and just the attitude that the guys have. Just all of them are here to play football, and so that's kind of what all the guys hang out and talk about football. So.
All right. Well, thanks, Alec, for talking with us, and thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of the season. Roll Scots.